Stretch with a Leader today, and we have Heidi Wald here with us. Heidi, I'm going to go ahead and just spotlight your video for everyone before we get going. So welcome to Heidi. And Heidi, if you would just take a minute to tell us a little bit about your role with Intermountain and then jump into your Live Well moment, that would be great.
Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. So my title is Chief Quality and Safety Officer for Intermountain Health, and I am an internal medicine physician by training, and I have a subspecialty in geriatric medicine, which is why I got really interested in patient safety and quality really early in my career. And I run the part of the organization that is now called Clinical Excellence, which used to be called in Legacy Intermountain, the Office of Patient Experience, and in the Legacy Peaks part of the organization was called the Quality Department, pretty boring. I do come from the Peaks region at SCL Health. I had the same title and role for about 4 years prior to the merger a year and a half ago. So anyway, I'm really pleased to be here. And I put together when I was approached to do this, it was, I think, the middle of the summer. And I was really thinking about what really sustained me during the summer. And I'm going to just put up some pictures. And then let's see if this works. Present. It's thinking. So, and this is really what sustained me over the summer. We just spent a ton of time in the outdoors in the mountains. And obviously the picture of the corner is my family, thinking that my kids wanted a lap dog but got a 70-pound Bernedoodle, and he was a pandemic puppy, so they like to pick him up. That picture is at the Maroon Bells near Aspen, Colorado. So a lot of these pictures are from Colorado, hence the Columbine, the aspen trees, etc. But the picture in the middle with the rainbow at the bottom, that's at Yellowstone this summer, as is that buffalo there. There's a beaver dam down at the corner. That is Crested Butte, near Crested Butte, Colorado. I use this a lot when I talk about integration, because I say how busy we've been with integration. We've been like little beavers. One of these is actually, this waterfall is from Park City in Utah. So we just spent a lot of time, and this lake is Grand Lake in Colorado near Rocky Mountain National Park. So we just spent a lot of time, as much time as we could, in the mountains hiking this summer. And it really filled my cup in a way that I hadn't experienced before. Just, I think work is so intense. The larger world is so intense. I had one, I had my daughter home after her first year in college. It was just a pleasure to just really decompress on the weekends and a couple of longer vacations. And then as I was thinking about today, daylight savings happen. And so I was thinking about, how am I going to fill my cup when the days are shorter and it's colder and the weather is, doesn't make it easy to get outside. And so the next slide was like a list of my coping strategies. This was not necessarily for sharing, but just to remind myself. One was to have a plan. For me, I was like, I've gotten back into yoga this summer, which I hadn't done in a while. So that's something I can do all winter. I have a specific treadmill workout that I'm planning on, in part because I set myself a goal. We want to do, there's a 12-hour hike from Crested Butte to Aspen, which you can do, particularly the peak of wildflower season. And we want to do that with the family next summer. So I have a goal. So I've got to do this treadmill workout so I stay in shape. I'm not a big skier. I've retired from skiing. Grab a buddy. So who's my workout partner, my husband. don't forget to bundle up and get outside because the dog still needs walked. um, uh, Identify indoor activities for me, what the workouts are, and then what are the cozy things for self-care. I love jigsaw puzzles, and I'm going to fire up my Instapot and make some yummy soups for the winter. So those are the things, as I was thinking about this, that I'm going to do to kind of keep filling my cup even when it's darker out, the days are shorter, it's colder. And so I'd love, to the point, not just how you adjust, but what do you do all summer long? Would love to hear from others. And I'll take the stop sharing so we have the screen.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wald. First of all, yeah, your pictures were amazing, just beautiful getting outside. But I loved your list of coping strategies. They're all really great. And, I think that I think it's really helpful when we all can see, what each other are doing, because it oftentimes gives us ideas and reminds us, oh yeah, we can do that too. So thank you so much.
Yeah, if I love being in the cold and skiing, that would be great, but that's not my thing. So looking for other ways to stay sane.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if skiing was your thing, we don't have time to go skiing every day. So having those coping strategies are really great because those fit in a little better to real life as well. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Awesome.
You can leave your camera
Absolutely.
on, turn it off, whatever you're most comfortable with for the stretch portion. But I'll go ahead.
I think I'll be off,
Okay.
but thank you.
All right. Let's go ahead and get up and get ourselves moving a little bit. Some Monday morning self-care. Maybe you overdid it on fall cleanup this weekend like I did and need a little stretching. So let's start our movement just a touch. So take your feet about narrow hip width apart. We're going to take hands out in front, palms facing each other, and then hip hinge. So you send your hips back, and then as your hands go back, turn your palms so your thumbs are up and your palms are out. Squeeze shoulder blades together, and then start to sweep your hands forward. And as you stand up, left leg steps back, reach up and look up. We're going to repeat that. Step forward, hinge from the hips, palms rotate. So now we're feeling hamstrings a little bit. Sweep hands forward, step right leg back, reach up, look up. Step forward, sweep arms back, hinge the hips. Maybe lift the sit bones a little higher. Reach forward, left leg steps back, reach up. And reach forward, step forward, sweep the hands back. This is our last one. As you reach forward, step the right leg back, reach up and look up. All right, go ahead and bring hands back. Let's do a few shoulder rolls back. Wake up body parts simultaneously and then one at a time. Okay, let's take feet nice and wide here with toes facing forward. Go ahead and just shift your weight side to side. Just hands go to thigh. We're going to get into the hips and inner thighs a little bit before we move back to a little more upper body. Okay, go ahead and stand up. Now we're going to turn our toes out. So legs are really wide, toes are turned out. And then go ahead and put your hands on your thighs and as you sit into kind of a sumo squat position. You're going to take the left shoulder, really reach it down, push your hand, your left hand into your left thigh, and then come up, and then do it again. Squat down, take the right shoulder down, push your hand into your right leg, bring it up. We're going to do that a couple more times each side. Bring it down. Left shoulder comes down. Stand up and come down. Right shoulder comes down. Bring it up. We're going to do one more each side. Left shoulder down. And up. Here's our last one of these. Bring it down. Right shoulder comes down. And go ahead and bring it back up. Now we're going to take our toes and point them forward again. Go ahead and sit to your right side. You're going to put your left hand on the thigh and then sweep your right arm out to the side and then take it across in front of you. And then come up and let's switch sides. You might be feeling your quads doing a little work here too. So right hand to left thigh, left arm goes out and then up and across. And come up. Let's do one more of these each side. Right arm goes out, reach up and across, and bring it up, and we'll do one more on the other side. Sit to the side, arm goes out, reach up and across, and then stand all the way up. Okay, let's bring our feet back together, shake the legs out. And then take feet narrow hip width apart. I'm going to take hands out in front of you, snow globe hands round through the upper back, one of my favorite upper back stretches. And then big inhale, send your thumbs back, lift your chest up, maybe look up if you want a little bit. And then exhale forward. Big inhale, stand up, send the thumbs back. And exhale forward. Let's do one more like this. Big inhale. And exhale forward. Okay, go ahead and interlace fingers here. Push your palms out away from you and then stand up really tall, slowly. Maybe start to reach your hands back a little further, and then reach forward. Relax, try and relax the shoulders and just move shoulders up and down, side to side. And let's do that again. Big inhale, stand up, lift up tall. Exhale forward, pull the shoulder blades apart, and then rock shoulders. Really stretching through that mid-back. And then release hands, shake the hands out. Maybe you've been holding your breath, so do a few shoulder rolls, take a few deep breaths here. All right, just relax your arms at your side. Just relax, shake out your fingers, relax the arms, and just do a few ear to shoulders. Let's move through them slowly so you can find your end range of motion here. Then go ahead and pause, left ear to left shoulder. Take a few head turns, so chin down. And then keep the chin towards the shoulder and move the chin up and down. And bring the head back to the center. Go ahead and just kind of relax everything again if you're starting to get a little tense. And then take the right ear to the right shoulder. And add a few chin turns. And then pause with the chin turned towards the shoulder and chin goes up and down. And bring the head back to the center. Go ahead and take fingertips right up on top of your shoulders. I'm going to do some elbow circles. So start by elbows coming forward and then going back. You might get some pops. If you get any pain, then pause and adjust the movement. Go ahead and switch because we don't want pain when stretching. A little discomfort's fine. I mean, when we're feeling like we're stretching muscles, sometimes it feels good, sometimes it feels a little uncomfortable, but we don't want pain. All right, go ahead and take your hands together and then turn your fingers towards your chest, pressing the palms together, And then if it works for you, start to pull your hands away from your chest, but keeping the palms together until you get a stretch in the forearms. All right, go ahead and bring fingertips back up. Release hands, and you guys are all done. Thanks so much for joining today.